Hey everybody, this is Alyssa, Farm Family Coach. I just wanted to talk to you today about how to save on your next accounting bill, or at least how to get the most value out of your next accounting bill so that there's no wasted time being spent. So just to kick things off, I know that it's hard to feel like we have control over anything, especially with these crazy markets that are going on. But if we can focus on the things that we can control, I think that is going to help us in the long run. So I've worked at a few accounting offices. As you guys know, I'm a CPA. And I've, put together lots of invoices for clients. And the primary driver that accountants typically use to determine amounts to bill clients is time spent on your stuff. So if we have less time in your file, that usually means your bill will be less. It's not always exactly that way, but that's primarily the way that things work. So one of the largest time-consuming factors that will be reflected on your bill is messy bookkeeping. So the best way to correct this is by taking the time to thoroughly review and understand any adjusting journal entries or recommendations that your accountant has to clean up your records. And so that's just a good conversation to have with your client so that you can make those changes for next year so that we're not getting billed twice for the same mistakes. Next, I would recommend trying to make the most out of your meetings. So take some time to reflect on your prior year's operations in advance of you going into meet with your accountant, and try to come prepared with questions so that the conversation is really maximizing your value. And then I would also recommend that, sometimes clients will bring in boxes and boxes and everything that they possibly have in their office space into their accountant's office, thinking that it's going to save time for their accountant and really help them out. But truthfully, it can actually make things quite more complicated and add extra time in your file, which means that your bill is usually higher. So I would recommend giving your accountant only what they need. And if you don't know what that is, this is a great conversation to have in your next meeting with your accountant to make sure that there's no time spent just looking through file boxes, looking into whatever filing system you are using. And then finally, I would recommend try to hire the right accountant. This can be challenging, but if you've been with the same accountant for a really long time and you're just not getting the value out of it that you hope to get out of your advisors, this is your permission to shop around and see if you can find an advisor that's going to work better for you and for your long-term goals of the farm, and hopefully will maximize that value that you're getting out of your bills, and hopefully decreasing them over time as well as you improve your processes. Thank you.